Welcome back to the lounge. Today our topic is disadvantages and advantages of social media. Today I have with me as my guest, Kelvin, and we have Khadija. Alright, so you guys, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of social media. So, is there any instance where social media has served as a disadvantage in your life for any particular reason?
I've had to monitor for applying to jobs or internships or anything that I don't know maybe a problem somebody else saw. I've had to change it.
It hasn't really affected me job-wise. Relationship-wise, it can mess up. But not job-wise.
Okay.
Wise words.
So, what do you think may be some advantages of social media as far as jobs are concerned?
Oh, you can advertise on Instagram, whatever your job is. Let's say you're in a clothing business, you can advertise your clothes on there. You can have different people modeling your clothes and different stuff like that.
Basically what she said, it's mostly a networking type of thing.
Right.
I know LinkedIn, you consider that a social networking site.
Right.
You can meet different people as far as different workforces and just network as far as jobs, get your name out there.
All right. So let's get into relationships and social media. So, should your significant other have your password? Should you have theirs? How do you feel about that?
I personally don't think you need to have my password because I don't want your password. Because if I have your password, I'm going through your stuff. And if I find something that's going to make me mad, I'm going to be mad. So.
I think it's to each his own pretty much, depending on the relationship and depending on if y'all can come to a mutual agreement about it, then so be it. But nobody's really married. Well, if you are married, then I don't understand why not. But if you're not married, then it's not really a strict relationship.
Marriage. So as far as that is concerned, should married couples have social networks?
I think it's okay to have them because it keeps people updated on your relationship. You may have family members way off, and you may have friends other places, and it's a good way to see how you're doing, see how the kids doing, see how the family's doing. So I don't think it's a bad idea.
How about you?
I feel the same way. For Facebook, for example, a lot of people have old relatives on there or people in different states and stuff. That's how they keep in contact with each other because they can't see each other on a regular basis.
Okay. All right. So for people who are not in a strict committed relationship such as marriage, so boyfriend girlfriend, and okay, what about the whole woman crush Wednesday or the man crush Monday? Is that needed? Is it not needed?
I personally, I don't think, if you're my boyfriend, I don't think that you really should be posting other females as your woman crush Wednesday. Unless it's a celebrity person. If you put up a Gabrielle Union or Lauren London or something like that. But if you posting up a regular Cheney female around as your woman crush Wednesday, why is you doing that? I don't see the point of it.
Yeah, I basically feel the same way. To me, I've never done it, and I find no point in it. But it's to each his own as far as that subject. But you got a girl, or vice versa, and you posting female just that you know personally. I don't think it's necessary to do that.
Right. Okay. So what about, we have an epidemic going on now as this generation. So basically people find it more useful to actually record, things that are happening around them. So such as a fight or the police brutality rather than actually intervening. So do you feel as though you should intervene, say if you were to walk down the street and you see police brutality actually happening, would you intervene versus recording, or do you think it's more important to record so that you can get that message out there?
I personally think it's better to record because by you intervening, you may stop the subject or someone else may get hurt or something may happen, and to your defense, you have nothing to show that you was coming in to help. Just like you one of the suspects as well. So I think it's better to record and try to get help somewhere else.
Do you have any thoughts?
No, I feel the exact same way. If I intervene on police brutality, then it's either gonna look like, A, I'm trying to help this person beat up this cop, and then nobody gonna know that I just walked down the street and started helping somebody.
Right.
Versus me recording, I can get it out to news stations or put it on Facebook, since that's what everybody on YouTube, something like that, so everybody can see.
Alright, so what about the issue with basically you've seen a lot of like suicides actually happen on social media, so like do you intervene then or do you just let it carry out? Like what would you do in that instance?
I think that's something you should intervene. Like, what was it, a couple weeks ago when the guy jumped in front of the L at, was that City Hall?
Yeah.
Was that City Hall?
So.
And then people recorded him jumping in front of.
Right.
When you could have possibly just grabbed this man and pulled him back in time instead of watching him kill himself.
That's
That was
something you definitely have to agree with.
Okay. And as far as age goes, is there a cutoff limit to social networking?
I don't really want to say a cutoff limit. It should just be a certain censor to like certain ages. I think that certain stuff should just be censored to certain ages. But I mean, at the end of the day, you can, even when they put the age thing on there, where you have to put your age, I mean, not everybody is truthful about that. So I mean, that really just goes back to home as far as like what the parents are monitoring, how they are keeping aware of like what the child is doing.
Any thoughts, Kenny?
I don't think it should be no age, like how old you should be. I think like for the younger thing, my little brother has an Instagram. He only he only 12, and I don't think he got like 1,000 some followers, and I'm sure most of them like grown people, and I don't think he should be having that. And then,
so if either one of you had like children, is there a double standard when it comes to a boy having social media rather than a girl? Like, or are they held to the same standard?
I mean, it's sad to say, but I think it will kind of be like a double standard because I will be a little bit more protective and like I watch over like my daughter a little bit more than my son because I know 9 times out of 10 a man is more dominant in a male-female situation, and so I feel as though a guy can take more advantage of my daughter than a girl take more advantage of my son. I mean, there are instances where it's the other way around, but I would just be a little bit more aware of what's going on with my daughter.
So, do you guys have any thoughts on whether or not like social media can create a barrier between people and actual social interaction? Do you feel like we rely more on social media to maintain connections rather than just, I don't know, picking up the phone, calling people, or sending that text, or even, going to visit them in person?
Yeah, I do.
All right. And also, how do you guys feel about people who lead double lives on social media? Like they're, I don't know, they might be a bum in real life, but on the gram, they're just heavy. Like they get money, like they got the belts, they got the Truey hats, like they driving these foreigns. Like, how we feel about that?
That's just fake.
no, people really do live double lives on Instagram, from Instagram and in person. Because I know a couple people that in person, like in real life, y'all only touching a little bit of money. But on Instagram, y'all seeing y'all whipping foreigns, most of it's running. Or you seeing you pushing the Benz and they popping the Nissan Altima, you just not getting the little symbol on the car.
Right.
I seen that happen on my Instagram and on Snapchat. People just be lying. There's no point in lying. You don't got it, you don't got it. I don't see why you're lying.
Well, what about for those people who think like social media is the escape? Like, so maybe I'm a geek in real life, but on the gram, I'm, so to speak, a bad bitch. Like, I don't know, What about those people who do it for like a confidence thing?
I mean, I feel as though the people that are around them, the people that know them personally and that can see their social media, their social network and stuff. That's what it's all as a friend. You should make the person feel comfortable however they are. Let them know you don't have to be this on Instagram. I mean, I understand you feel as though you're more popular online, but at the end of the day, we still cool.
Any thoughts, Katie?
I feel the same way. Like, one of my friends is on the internet and I know you a weirdo in person, I don't need you going on Instagram and Twitter and acting all crazy, because I'm gonna have to put it like, yo, like, for you. Fatima, you know you're not like this. Don't be like this on the internet. Because then people take one little thing on the internet and they'll run with it.
For sure. Okay. So, jumping back to relationships and social media, do you feel like social media can like break up happy homes? I've seen it happen.
Very much so like that. It's like a back street on communicating. So like even so you're not seeing this person in person every day, or you're not physically talking to them in person every day, but you can go in another room and talk to them through your phone or something like that.
I think it'll affect it in a bad way. Like, let's say we're not cool right now, then I get on Twitter or on Instagram posting all what they call the meme things of how F him, he ain't shit, and all this other stuff. Then you call me like, what's up with you? And I could be lying, like, I don't know what you're talking about. But I seen this and I screenshot, you said this, and it can go farther than what it's supposed to go. When I think that if y'all need to communicate more than putting, y'all need to keep your business between yourself, and not on these social networks, because your relationship problems is not for all 2,000 of your followers.
Right. So it seems like you both feel as though it should be like a level of discretion as far as like what you put out there, like from your relationship on social media. If you put anything out there, like me personally, at the end of the day, I feel like you said, it should be between 1 and 2. Like everybody else should not be involved in your business at the end of the day. So another thing that I would like to discuss is, what about parents and social media? Like, you know, the cougars out here, the MILFs, like, honestly, what's up with them? Really?
My dad got an Instagram, but he don't even be on it, but every once in a while, he be liking the picture. And he just made a Snapchat. I blocked him on Snapchat, girl. I don't think you need to, like, you my friend on Instagram and Facebook, you don't need to follow my Snapchat too. That's too much. I can't.
I mean, I guess it all depends on like the parents. I know like a lot of parents have to keep up with like what's going on every day. So, I don't care. Just stay out of line.
Cause then your parent gonna be like, so how was class? Oh, I seen on Instagram that you had this nice party. You ain't telling me about that. Oh, I seen what you wore to that party, Khadijah. And I'm like, Dad, I'm gonna block you. You better stop playing.
Okay, so we're basically going to close out with, do you guys have any do's or don'ts as it pertains to social media? Like, what should you not do? What can you do? Like, what's acceptable and what's appropriate? What's inappropriate? You know.
For starters, don't post no nudes.
Yes, don't post the nudes.
No thirst traps?
Nah.
Don't thirst trap.
I mean, my basic thing is, if you know whatever social networking site it may be, if you know that a family member, like an older family member that you have respect for, a job, or anyone that may like look at you a different way that may affect you poorly, and just don't do it.
Right.
Other than that, I mean, just enjoy yourself.
Okay, so do you change your closing remarks?
I think that you should just post positive things on your Instagram or whatever other social networks you have. I don't think you should need to post when you're having like real bad problems. I don't think you should post like relationship problems. Family problems, I guess. No, you shouldn't post. Don't post nothing negative on your thing.
Okay, that's all the time we have for today. This is The Lounge. I'm your host, TT, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in.